Alright, Paul, I don't know how good you're going to be able to hear me because every time I stop moving, my dog freaks out. He's like, no, 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 we got to keep moving. There he is. So, your question was, why do families drift apart? And it's kind of a sad question, you know, because it'd be nice if, like, I've been to so many different cultures where, like my friend was talking about visiting Barcelona, and you know, you have the neighbors that your parents have are the neighbors you have, and you know, no one moves far away. Everyone stays connected and is a part of things. And that's true for everybody around him. So it's almost like, here's the thing. Well, you mentioned that. I said I've read a lot of biographies where this topic is mentioned. In the Steve Martin biography, he said, I just didn't know I was supposed to do anything different, you know, like, yeah, his thought was, you leave the nest till you get a running start at it, you start spreading your wings, and eventually you fly. You know, and that's how you kind of honor your family. Never occurred to him to think that he needed to go visit every Christmas or something like that. I know. So either everybody around you, I think, has to have the same kind of like sense that families stay together, or there's two other things I've seen done. Both families are kind of wealthy. One family pretty much provided their daughter with everything her curiosity craved, and they were kind of like, you know, her parents were really smart, really well-to-do, and they wanted her to be smarter and richer. And they enjoyed watching her successes. So she was very close. She loved her parents, but she was always going off. Whoa, here comes the wind. You know, she was going off to do her own thing, you know, working in other states, traveling to other countries. And her parents were just like vicariously living through her. And, you know, not that their lives weren't full and enriched and that kind of thing, but their life was even better because she was off doing her own thing. Now, I know a couple of different examples. I can think of two where the families don't drift apart because the family unit is kind of held together by some really strong-willed parents. Both the parents I'm thinking about, really strong-willed, very rich, very connected to politics, and very smart, and they're and you know, independent business people, and they're just like kids are going to stay close. Kids are going to be a part of our lives. You know, like you'll either work for me or you know, like if you I'll educate you to do what you want to do and then work you into my system, but you know, you're not leaving. And one guy in particular, one of my friends, like, oh, you don't tell me I'm not leaving, and off he went. He got married and he had 2 kids. The entire time the father's like, son, I need you to come back and be a part of the family. Come back and be a part of the family. And when the 2 kids were born, the dad came and said, all right, listen, I want you to be back as a part of our family. Now that you have children of your own, I hope you could appreciate what I'm offering you. Is I'm going to buy you a house. It can be any house you want, but it has to be near your mother and your father. I am going to buy your children's educations. They could take they could go to any school they want, learn anything they want, and I'll pay for it. And my friend who had been butting heads with this guy his entire life said, all right, Dad, we're moving back. Yeah, so I think you either need to be raised in a community where staying with your family is normal, or you gotta have one of those really super rich, super controlling kind of mothers and fathers that say this is going to be the way of things, and you can't deny the benefits of following my orders. Yeah. Maybe that's not necessarily pretty or romantic, or maybe that doesn't seem like a family, but it sure looks like a family. But I think most people, most of us, I think, just leave the nest and go off to do our own thing. You know, either be who we think our parents wanted us to be, which is strong and independent and solving our own problems, you know, or just kind of trying to find our own way. And this is how we do it, is going off by ourselves and exploring, trying to figure things out. All right, Paul, I hope you could hear some of this. Crazy wind, and my dog won't let me stop walking.